Bonjour mes étudiants 6th standard. I welcome you all to this new session. So today we will be seeing regarding quarterly, what is your portion and pattern. So we will discuss on that, as well as we will discuss on the answer key for lesson 1, 2 and 3. So to start with, your portion for this quarterly will be lesson 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so from this lesson you have vocabulary as well as exercise. So lesson 1, 2, 3 will be for your portion, quarterly portion. And apart from this, few basics questions will be asked, either the days, months, all these things that I have listed in the pattern. So we will see the pattern now. Pattern starts like this. The translation mark for your particular lesson 1, lesson 2 and lesson 3. Out of these 3 lessons, lesson 1 and 3 has translation, that is French passage, which has to be changed into English passage, that is French to English. So I'll give you 2 passages and you have to convert that into English sentence. So for 2 passages, each passage carries 15 marks, so 30 marks for translation. And vocabulary, French to English. So this is from lesson 1, lesson 2 and lesson 3. So out of these 3 lessons, you will get 10 marks vocabularies from French to English, and likewise vocabularies from English to French, 10 marks. So if you join this, 30 plus 10 plus 10, so 50 marks. So translation 30 marks, vocabularies French to English 10 marks and English to French 10 marks. So totally 50 marks. Then comes the numbers. So numbers is one of the portion in lesson 2. So I have already taught you numbers from 1 to 20. So 1 to 20 numbers, that is 10 marks. So either I'll ask from 1 to 10 or 11 to 20. So you have to do that. So that carries 10 marks. Next is, already you have written this in the midterm test, days of the week, that is 7 marks. You have to write the topic as well as you have to write the days in French. So lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. So likewise you have to do it. Months of the year. Months of the year is 12 marks. So months, you know, janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre. So all these 12 months you have to write with the heading, so it carries 12 marks. Next is lesson exercises. So after each lesson there will be few exercises which is related to lesson, that is grammar exercises. So from that particular exercise I will ask any 2 exercises from any lesson. Okay, it might be lesson 3 or lesson 2 or lesson 1. So that is for 10 marks. And conjugation. So conjugation, only one verb you have, that is third lesson, adverb. Last class I taught you adverb. So that conjugation you have to write. You might be knowing what is conjugation. You have to conjugate this verb called être. Je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils ont, elles ont. So like that you have to write in French. You have to put the title and you have to write in French. Last but not the least, handwriting and presentation, 1 mark. So whatever you present, you will get. You have to present it neatly because you are new to the language. You have to not omit any accent. You have to concentrate on that. So that carries 1 mark. So presentation, 1 mark. So a short recap on this. So lesson 1, 2 and 3 will be your portion, and pattern comes under translation 30 marks, vocabularies 20 marks, numbers 10 marks, days of the week 7 marks, months 12 marks, lesson exercises 10 marks, conjugation of adverb 10 marks, and handwriting 1 mark. So if you just total this, you will get 100 marks. So this will be coming for your quarterly exam. Now I will show you the answer key and I'll tell you what will be there in the answer key. Let's discuss on it. Okay, this is your answer key. It will be like this. Petit Seminaire Secondary School, 6th standard French, answer key for lesson 1, 2 and 3. So from this answer key you must know few things. If you have an old book, the page number might differ. If you have a new book, the page number will be different. So don't go with the old book or new book. Just the content of the exercise will tell you which exercise you have to learn. So from this answer key, let's start with lesson 1. So lesson 1, for example, see, here it is in French. The first dialogue is in French. I have given the same dialogue in English here. So you can learn from this answer key itself. Okay. So this answer key, I think you will receive during while you receive your answer sheets for quarterly. You will receive this, or either by WhatsApp or some other way you will receive it. So this is dialogue 1 and dialogue 1 in English, and this is dialogue 2 from lesson 1 and dialogue 2 in English from lesson 1. So this answer key will not have vocabularies alone. Vocabularies you have to learn from the book. Other than that, you will have each and every exercise, you will have the answers. So this is exercise number 1 from lesson 1. So few people have not written this exercise. You can just copy from here. If you want, you can copy from here and you can copy it to your book, and also you can learn. And this is the answer for exercise number 2. So likewise, each and every exercise which is there in your book will have the answers here. You can go ahead. The exercise number would have been written, and when the lesson 1 ends, it will be like this. Lesson 1 ends, and from here you can continue lesson 2. So once lesson 1 is over, this is lesson 2. So from here you can see the exercise of lesson 2. So as usual, you have to learn the vocabulary of this particular lesson from the book. Other than that, other exercises you can learn from here. For example, this is exercise number 1 and this is exercise number 2. So all the exercise answers alone will be here. In case if you feel hard to learn here, you can copy this to your textbook with a pencil and you can learn from there. So this is just an answer key of lesson 2. And here we go. So we have reached lesson 3 here. So lesson 3 dialogue is given here. So Salut Manuel, tu es anglais? See here. Hi Manuel, are you English? So on the left hand side it is given in French and right hand side it is given in English. So you can just learn from here. Once we finish this revision, we will see some exercise from this answer key so that you will learn how to learn it. So second exercise number 1 is plurial. So saison des règles, saison des cahiers. So using this, the images you have to copy this, and you can see that in your book. This is masculine feminine. We did this on live class. And this is verb être. You have to fill this verb être. And this is l'article défini. And today I will be asking questions from this exercise. So we will revise this before we end the session today. L'article défini. Exercise number 4 from lesson 3. And this is pronom sujet. So exercise number 5. And this is métier au pluriel. So even this we finished in your last class from the live class. And last but not least, this is your mettez le dialogue dans bon ordre. So even this is important. You can learn this. So this will be your answer key. So at the top it will be written answer key for lesson 1, 2 and 3. So you can have this as a base. If you have not finished your classwork, you can have this, and you can just proceed this quarterly with the help of this. And later you can copy this to your classwork and you can submit it. So this is how it functions. So far what we have seen is portion for quarterly exam, that is lesson 1, 2 and 3, and pattern for your quarterly exam, and last but not the least, the answer key. Now we are just going to revise lesson 3, l'article défini and défini, that is for today's online exam. So we'll revise that a bit, and then if we have time we will see some other translation from this lesson 1 and 3. So since the answer key is open, let's finish this translation once and then we'll go for the book. Okay, so because we are thorough, very recently we saw this in l'article indéfini. So I will finish with the translation. I'll read this once for you, you just revise with me. Harry, salut. Ron, salut, comment tu t'appelles? Harry, je m'appelle Harry Potter. Et toi? Ron, je m'appelle Ron. So this is salut is meaning is I. And again, hi, what's your name? And je m'appelle Harry. Et toi? I am Harry Potter. And you? Je m'appelle Ron. My name is Ron or I am Ron. So this is dialogue 1. So totally you have 3 dialogues, I guess. Out of the 3 you will get 2. And this is dialogue 2 from lesson 1. Bonjour Manuel. Good morning Manuel. Bonjour monsieur. Good morning sir. Comment vous appelez-vous? What's your name? Je m'appelle Jean-Martin. My name is Jean Martin. Au revoir monsieur. Bye sir. Au revoir Manuel. Bye Manuel. So if you just move from here, it is in the next passage is in lesson 3. Salut Manuel, tu es anglais? Hi Manuel, are you English? No, je suis français. No, I am French. Et Caroline? And Caroline? Manuel et moi, nous sommes français. Manuel and, sorry, this is and, okay, E-T I have written, just change it as and, okay. Manuel and myself, we both are French or we are French. Le prof, il est français. The professor, he is French. There is a small spelling mistake in professor, I guess. If so, just change it. Okay, so we are done with this translation. Now we will revise this exercise 4 from lesson 3, l'article indéfini once, because we will have an online test on this tonight. Okay, so now we are in lesson 3, les copains. So from this exercise we are just going to revise this l'article indéfini. So I'll shortly help you with how it functions. So l'article indéfini, there are 3 forms, that is un, une, des. So out of this, un is used for masculine noun, and une is used for feminine noun, and des is used for plural. So this already we have seen. So straight away we will go for exercise number 4. See, exercise number 4 is here. So actually this exercise will not come for the exam, but this is a revision, so you must know exercise number 4. So complétez avec les articles indéfinis. So complete with indefinite article. So trousse, first one is what? Trousse is pouch. So trousse is a feminine object, so you have to put U-N-E. And cahier, see, this cahier means notebook, and l'article défini, if it ends with S, that is a plural. So the answer will be D-E-S. And next is gomme. Gomme is feminine once again. So gomme is une gomme. And next is garçon, un garçon. Garçon means boy. Next is fleur, une fleur. Fleur is feminine. Crayon. Crayon means pencil, and crayon. So you will be more expert than me. You will be able to solve it on your own. But anyway, I am helping you. Just this is a revision for online test. Cartable, un cartable. If you have any doubt on this, you can just check your vocabulary section. It's damn easy, so you can check. Un cartable. Fille plural form, so D-E-S. Next is tomate. So it ends with plural form, so D-E-S, des tomates. And ballon, it is un ballon. So it is une trousse, un cahier, une gomme, un garçon, une fleur, un crayon, un cartable, des filles, des tomates, un ballon. So this exercise will be your online test for this evening. Okay, so try to solve this. And I might ask this exercise for exam also. So if I am revising, that is one important exercise. So sure, I will ask this for exam also. You must be ready. Okay. So even in case if you have an old book, you can copy this exercise in your old book and keep it, and you can revise it for exam. Okay. So last week we saw this ath verb, so hope you remember. If not, let me revise this for the tabular column which is available on this page. So we'll revise once ath verb. So je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils ont, elles ont. So this is ath verb, and this is used for telling your name, nationality and profession. So like this, if you learn little by little, you will be able to complete the portion as well as the pattern. So go with the pattern. To start revising with the pattern, just put a tick mark on each and everything which you complete. For example, if you finish ath verb, put a tick mark on ath verb, and next if you finish days of the week, put a tick mark. So likewise, if you put a tick mark and check, you will get a good mark, as well as you will cover everything. So we are done with today's session, and I repeat once again, today's online test will be exercise number 4 from this lesson. Okay, so I'll show the exercise once again. So this is the exercise you have to revise for tonight's exam. So we'll meet up in the next class. If we have another class, we will have some revision on it. Merci, bonne journée.